Hello everyone, welcome back to Neutralix. I'm your host cosolix. Today I'm telling you guys 10 legends who you should main in 2024. This video, just to clarify, it's not about the 10 best legends in Brawlhalla right now. This is about the legends that I think are still really good, that won't get nerfed, they'll only really get buffed, and I think they're going to be solid legends to main for the long term. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to be personally coached by me or anyone here at Team Neutralix, go check out teamneutralix.com. Link is down below for tons and tons of personal coaching for affordable prices. Mine's pretty expensive, but the others on Neutralix are not that expensive. So go check them out. Again, link is down below. Let's get right into this. We're going to be playing experimental today. In every single match, we're just going to be talking about the legend and why I think they're on this list. Without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay, the first legend, number 10 on this list, is Thor, the Undertaker, whatever. A common theme you're going to see are weapons that I think are not going to get nerfed. And the Undertaker, Thor, whatever. Hammer is probably not going to get nerfed. Orb is definitely not going to get nerfed. There's so much Orb propaganda. Players thinking Orb is bad. Shout out to Radish. Love you, bro. Orb is not bad. Orb is a good weapon. But there's not many pros playing it. And so I think that there's going to be a lot of like power. I forget what it's called, like power whatever. Anyways, Orb is just super underrated. Hammer is really good right now. Thor's got 3 dexterity, okay? This legend has 3 dex. And you know what 3 dex legends have in common? They're broken, okay? There's Kaya, there's Olgrim, even Vector earlier this year. Broken legends. Thor just fits it all, and you have weapons that work well together. You got Orb to build up the damage, win neutral. It's basically Sword, right? It serves the same objective. So you have like true combo, kill confirms, just super well balanced neutral, and then you have Hammer to kill even earlier than that with broken stats. Like I should honestly be putting Thor higher on this list, but there's other legends that I think could get really, really good. Especially Lance, which we're going to be talking about. A lot of pros think Lance is the worst weapon in the game right now. It might be the worst. I still think it's viable in ones, but it probably is the worst if I'm being honest. And so, yeah, there's going to be a lot of good legends on this list. But if you love Orb and you love Hammer, play Thor, guys. Great character. Let's get right to the next one. Love that sig. GG's. Number 9 on this list, and a personal favorite of mine, is Scarlet. Now, hear me out. Hammer is probably not going to get nerfed. Lance is definitely going to get buffed. It's just there's no way you nerf Lance even more than it is now. I think every pro even here like agrees with that, which is pretty rare to say when pros agree on Lance, and it's probably pretty bad. So both weapons are only going to get buffed. Scarlet Sigs, and like she's just annoying as hell to deal with. Like this is a legend that like could actually like get you to Valhalla just because of how powerful she is. With the imminent buffs, and Hammer is not going to get touched. It's pretty well balanced, and it works really well with Lance. Lance struggles to kill. Hammer doesn't. I think it's the easiest killing weapon in the game. So they work just really well together. And as Lance strings or whatever gets buffed on Lance, I don't know. I have ideas, but we'll see what happens. Scarlet's going to be an amazing pick, and I still use her now as a counter pick. She does have some bad matchups. Like I'd watch out going into Cannon, going into Axe. You know, Hammer also loses into Axe. Just both Hammer and Lance, in my opinion. But Scarlet's a great pick, so you're definitely going to want to main her. If you are a Lance user, if you're a Lance main, I really recommend Scarlet. If you're a Hammer main, I really recommend Scarlet. Scarlet's Hammer Sigs are better than the Lance Sigs. This end Sig, you kind of get stuck in place. There's like some crazy stuff that like, I don't know, the Lance Sigs are like pretty good. They're definitely not the best Lance Sigs in the game. But the Scarlet Hammer Sigs, those could be the best Hammer Sigs in the game. Like down Sig, this thing has no recovery frames. Check this out. Okay, I'm gonna down Sig in neutral, and he's just not gonna be able to punish it. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm just spamming. But yeah, Scarlet's a great character. Let's go to the next one. Next on the list, number 8 for insane characters that you should main in 2024. We got Dusk, and you're probably wondering, why is Dusk on this list? This character's got high dexterity. Why is he here? It's because of this. There's no recovery frames. Like, I could, like, miss with a GC. And, like, obviously he punished me there because it lasts a little while, this move. But there's straight up no recovery frames on a lot of this stuff. Especially on the spear. Like, Orb down sig and Orb end sig, they both have recovery frames. But you can, like, use this move in neutral. It's pretty funny. Okay, I'm getting punished, like, right now. But I'll show you in a second. Like, I can use this as a follow-up, and, like, there's just not much you can do. I could have probably, like, end light. I can, like, this, and then... Oh. It's just, like, no recovery frames. I could have dodged that. I tried to. And the fact that he's got no recovery frames, 2 weapons that I don't think Spear is going to get nerfed that much anymore. It already just got nerfed pretty heavily, I will say. And Orb is only going to get buffed. With, like, these SIGs are just super fast, and they're solid SIGs. Like, look at this, look at this. Like, do you see, like, there's no recovery frames. I can, like, GC it, and then, like, I don't fall anywhere. Same with this, right? You punish it with a side light, but, like, weapons like Lance, they can't punish it from the ground because they don't fall. Like, if I do this, I don't fall at all. You can, like, use it as a bait. It's just ridiculous. Like, I can, like... I jumped there, but I definitely could have, like, dodged. Ensig, we're gonna Ensig again. I jumped there. I probably could have dodged. Like, I have options if I whiff it. They're basically light attacks. Like, do you see that? They're just light attacks. Light attack. Light attack. It's just crazy. So, guys, definitely, like, if you're a Spear player or an Orb player and you like spamming, or Dusk is a great character where, like, you should be spamming and baiting a lot in neutral. Like, this character is, like, a tempo, I don't know, a masher's dream and a normal player's worst nightmare, you could say. It's just, yeah, ridiculous. Bye. Yeah, it's just the SIGs are ridiculous. So let's talk a little bit more about the Lance buffs with our next character. We got Aremis. I don't think Scythe is going to get touched that much, and I think Scythe is a really good weapon right now. And Lance is only going to get buffed. So why not Aremis? You have some of the best SIGs in the game. Especially just the side SIG alone is just, like, ridiculous that you can, like, spam against a lot of people. It's basically a light attack. There's no recovery frames as well. Like, you can jump instantly. It's just crazy. And then, yeah, Scythe is a good weapon right now. The only thing you kind of struggle with on Aremis is the kill, but you have that Lance side SIG. You can even see, like, this guy I'm fighting against, I think he's, like, 2300 Abyss. Or 20 something, I forget, but they're struggling to punish it. It's kind of ridiculous. And you have good SIGs on site, well balanced SIGs too, horizontal, stacked, vertical, just some really solid options. Yeah, Aremis is definitely someone who I've looked at maining before. The only thing that holds me back are the stats. I like really well-rounded Lance Legends. That way, I don't know, it's more of a mental thing than anything. But as counter picks, like, Aremis could be a lethal counter pick for me. So it's definitely something I'm really thinking about. And if you want an awesome main, there's plenty. Scythe is really cool. There's a million Scythe guides, people to look up to. Aremis has really cool skins. One of the, like, fan favorites of Brawlhalla. You're dead. And yeah, Scythe is just really cool. You can hit zero to deaths and whatnot. This character is great. And going into 2024, if you're like a gold Lance player or plat and you don't know which Lance Legend to main, Aremis is definitely someone that I'd, like, recommend trying. So number 6 on this list, we have Yumiko. And the reason Yumiko's on this list is, yes, I think Yumiko's a good legend, both right now, and I think she's going to be good pretty long term. Nice. But Yumiko is actually being played in international tournaments. I think Flower definitely has a lot to do with it. If you haven't seen him versus Boomy and him versus Kinda at BCX, those are some really good sets that I would definitely recommend checking out. But Kinda played Yumiko at this recent, like, Brazil LAN. Like, okay, I should not be, like, said there. But Yumiko is just a really solid legend where you can kind of really condition your opponent. You have very unique tools, as you can see right there, to just, like, get in the mind of your opponents at the end of the day. It's just really, really interesting. Definitely recommend this character. And, like, Look at that. It's just so much. Like, she's got extra combo starters on hammer. It's just falling into it. The only thing holding Yumiko back to think about is the low defense. But you can definitely adapt depending on who you're playing against. You just have a lot of tools with this character. Also, yeah, bow is probably... Even though bow is, like, I think a top 3 weapon right now, it is just not going to get... it's not going to get nerfed that much. Maybe slightly. But hammer will be fine, even though it's really good. Okay, I'm actually losing this. And yeah, just insane tools. Yumiko hammer side sig is, like, one of the best side sigs in the game, in my opinion. It's like... The down sig is super good. Her hammer sig, if you're a hammer main, I'd really recommend Yumiko. And bow is really good right now. Bye. I'm just zoning. I feel like I'm just playing another game when I'm on this character. It's funny. So number 5 on this list is Vector. And I know bow is meta right now, so maybe it gets slightly nerfed, whatever. Lance is only going to get buffed. And I think Vector, with the low dexterity, just such a good, well-rounded Lance legend. If you're a Lance player, really think about adding Vector to your picks. I definitely am. And yeah, like Vector had a high, stock when Hughes was playing Vector and, winning Dallas and whatnot. But Hughes dropped Vector insanely fast after losing the Delta in Valencia. I think I like tied Hughes in terms of placement, or maybe he outplaced me by 1 in Valencia. I think, like, I don't know. Not saying that, like, I'm equal to Hughes. Hughes is better than me. The dude's the world champion, Brazilian, built different. But the fact is that Vector's stock is low. And so I'm going to tell people the main, what is it? Buy low, sell high, and Vector's stock is low, so I'm telling you to buy low. And Vector is just an awesome legend that is very well rounded. I will say Lance down sig is fairly useless as far as I know. Maybe some less recovery frames would be nice. But the end sig and the side sig, insane sigs. So yeah, who knows? Maybe the Lance down sig gets buffed. You never know. So I definitely just recommend this character. The orbs, or not orbs, the bow sigs are just incredible. Some of the best bow sigs in the game. I thought I was going to get a bow there. I thought that was going to be a bow side sig. What are you doing? Cosolix on the bow. I sat so close. Number 4 on this list is actually Petra. And look at the stance. 5 defense, 5 speed, 4 dex, and 8 attack. That's a better stat line than Scarlet. And your 2 weapons are Orb, which is going to get buffed, and Gauntlets, which every Gauntlet player is saying is trash now because of the change, when I really don't think they'll ever be bad. But we'll see what happens. This guy's just spot dodging. It's funny. Oh, he's done. There we go. You're done. No, you're not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. Yes, you are. But yeah, Petra is Scarlet, but with quick attacks and string weapons, or like just fast weapons. You give Scarlet and you give her like better, well-rounded weapons, and that's Petra. I highly recommend. Very underrated legend right now. Not many people are playing, and I don't know why they're not playing. This character kind of has it all. Insane sigs, insane stats, insane weapons, like can kill easily. Kill confirms on both weapons that are true. Like, take a look at this. Wait. Okay, it didn't go in. GC downlight recovery or just downlight recovery. That's a true combo. And it didn't kill there, but if I hit it one more time, it will definitely kill. Okay. Okay. Whee. Like, not even Lance has that, dude. Not even Axe has that. But they got kill confirms on light weapons because they need it for some reason. Even though that they're string weapons. I thought I'd go down that way. But, yeah, enough. I feel like I'm complaining at this point. This legend is ridiculous, and I highly recommend. Number 3 on this list, we got Core, aka Jake. You got low dexterity. You do have low speed, so you got to watch out for that. His stats aren't perfect, but Hammer's a really good weapon. This is, like, probably the best Gauntlet character right now. before any nerfs are happening. Like, if I were to predict, any character that's being absolutely abused in 2v2 is going to get gutted. So I think we're going to see Wushan get gutted. I think we're going to see Zerial get gutted. I think we're going to see Onyx get gutted. I'm just predicting. So which character of them is not going to? And I think the answer to that is core. I think this is a safe character for you to main. You shouldn't be expecting any core changes anytime soon. And it's just, if you do like gauntlets, and you want a secondary weapon that's not going to get nerfed, that can kind of do it all, and you can play a cool, funny crossover, then you've got Core and Jake. Just highly recommend. So yeah, both Petra and Core, like, these are your gauntlet legends I'd really recommend for the long term. If I were to predict, okay, this is a predictions video. I just want to like make sure that we're on the same page with that. Definitely stay tuned. Turn notifications on for our actual winter. Like, we do a seasonal top 10 ranking, because it changes based on balance. And so, guys, just like stay tuned if you want the seasonal rankings for winter. It's gonna be like in January. In January, we're doing a ton of new videos, so you're gonna want to like stay tuned, subscribe for more. That doesn't hit. Bye. Time to be a car. Okay, got scared of my car. Second on this list, we got Sentinel or Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Look at those stats. 3 decks. Amazing. Katars are honestly really good right now. They could get nerfed. We'll see what happens. But a lot of pros are saying Katars are a really good weapon. And Sentinel kind of has it all. You know, what does Katars struggle at? Kind of killing. There's no kill confirms. You know, it's not gauntlets or orb or sword. It's not any of the light attacks that have kill confirms. So what is going to help complement that the most? Well, that's actually Sentinel, because if you get stage control, then you just get hammer and then you can kill easily. Like, this is the same idea. It's the Scarlet of Katars, just not Scarlet stats, but you have a hammer secondary and you have a weapon to win neutral and build up damage with Katars. Yeah, just a really good character. And I would say Sentinel's probably my like second best legend, which is pretty crazy. Like, I feel like I can get Sentinel, like, first, I'm for sure Brawlhalla with Sentinel. But I think I can like even play Sentinel at a pro level and like beat some pros. Not consistently, of course, but yeah, just Katars are really easy to go for reactions and arguably the easiest weapon to win neutral with. Like, even that killed there. So a little reaction with Sarah. Just kind of has it all. Also, very good SIGs. Very underrated SIGs for sure. Just kind of all the SIGs, you know, serve a purpose. Like, that's like a down stacked read, right? And then there's like, you know, side SIG is horizontal, then the end SIG is vertical. Like, they just kind of work. The hammer SIGs I think are slightly worse for sure, but hammer, you don't need good SIGs. You have downlights there. What are you doing? Whee! Just waiting, I guess. Yeah, the side SIG is amazing. This end SIG is solid but small. And the down SIG is kind of useless, I cannot lie. Watch this, if I like run at him. Yeah. We got Stingray. Experimental again. Got him in a video recently, that's funny. Last but not least, we got Cidra. This works perfectly because Stingray is also on Cidra for some reason. This character, pros have been talking about her for a while now. It's a kind of a character that, like, I don't think canon's gonna get adjusted in terms of like outside of SIGs. I think like in ones people think it's balanced, so I think it's just gonna keep staying insane. Even though I think canon's like a ridiculous weapon that is just like kind of, I think it should be nerfed, but I don't think other people think that, so I don't think it's gonna get nerfed. And sword's not gonna get touched. So Cidra is just like a very good legend to work with right now and going into 2024. If you main this character, don't expect nerfs and expect someone that is pretty top tier and that pros are recommending. My Cidra doesn't compare to Stingray's. Stingray plays canon. He was a Zell player for a little bit. I've got very little experience on canon, but we're going to try our best to win here while explaining why Cidra is a beast. Nice recovery. And yeah, cannon recovery is like a better axe recovery too. Just an incredible weapon. Freaking boomerang. Oh! I can't believe that first D-Light didn't hit me. GG's. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe for more if you want to improve at Brawlhalla, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.